What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Mama Manifests. Hello, how are you? This is going to be a reading for the full moon in Cancer, which is December 29th. At the time I'm recording this, it is the night before. So, yeah, it's tomorrow as of right now. And I'm already really feeling those energies coming in between solstice that we had with the great conjunction on the 21st, right? I hope you guys have felt that beautiful shift in energy. Just we've moved into a higher vibration as a planet. We individually increase our vibrational set point, and the planet is a reflection of that as we are a reflection of it, and it is doing the same thing. And that is really what happened. I don't know if you guys are feeling the ascension symptoms. Mine have been so intense that I literally thought I had the coronavirus. I tested negative, but I literally thought I had it because I had so many just intense symptoms of sleeping and muscle aches and the headaches, you guys. The headaches were real. I've went through a lot of ascension symptoms, and I've never went through headaches quite like that. We are really breaking through. And on top of it, now we're moving into this full moon energy on the 29th, the full moon in Cancer. Nonetheless, that nurturing sign that represents our home and our safety and things like that. So if you are feeling tired right now, you guys, it's imperative to just let your body sleep, let your body rest. We're getting rid of so much energy right now with this full moon in Cancer. We're really taking a look at our illusions, our fears. Those are coming up. We're letting them go. We're letting go of the past, anything that no longer serves us. It's really coming to a head right now. This is the last full moon of 2020, and it's a big one. And this is closing up any energy. If you can really think about what was going on in June, the end of June in particular, we had a solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, and we're kind of coming to the end of those energies. So things that were brought up at that time, and that you've really processed, some wounds that were illuminated at that time, we're now seeing and reflecting upon the growth that we've had since June, okay? And it has a lot to do with our own safety, right? Our foundation, our comfort, our nurturing, our self-nurturing, our nurturing of ourself and others, right? That's been really coming up into my awareness lately, is really wanting. I've been looking for opportunities where I can be of service, but in a nurturing way. I'm feeling that nurturing instinct, okay? This reading is going to be a collective reading, and so that's going to be for all of us. So if you've hit play, you did because you're here. But if you are here, there's going to be something in this collective message for you. And then for a little bit more personal of information, I'm going to do the elements. So earth, air, water, and fire, and I'll timestamp. I'll do that after the collective reading, and then I'll timestamp the elements in the description box below. Okay, so we're going to start off with the archetypes, and I'm really feeling this Salvador Dali tarot deck. So we're going to do that for the collective message, and then I'm going to move into these cards, which are, I always forget the name of them, but I like them, for the elements, Transcendent Journeys and the Crystal Visions Tarot, okay? Like, as you can see, there's like this, I feel Cancerian energy off these two decks of cards, so I was really led to them. Anyway, let's get to shuffling. We'll get the archetypes out first. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are allowing your body to rest. Like I said, we can feel that shift from the Great Conjunction. And it's been amazing and it's been beautiful. But my body, like I said, is just like, I need rest. I need to really integrate this new energy, feel it, adjust to it. Our bodies, our minds, our souls are adjusting to this energy right now, okay? Couple announcements. I am open for personal readings as of right now. I don't know how long that's going to be. So If you like one of those, you can email me. My email's in the description box below, mamamanifests@gmail.com. Questions or to book one of those. If you get value out of this reading, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comments. It really helps this channel get to the people who need to see it and spread the message to those that really need to see the message. So yeah, if you got value out of it, show Mama Manifest some love, please. And thank you. All right. So let's see here. Let's see what the overall energy is. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, you stop it right now. I can't. We got the mother and the father. Okay. I am like almost in tears wow, I just got a huge card 1 and 2. Wow. I just so many things coming in. I need to take a sip of my tea. So Cancer is kind of like the mother of the zodiac. Okay. So the message coming in, I mean, this is really, there's so many. This is that divine masculine and that divine feminine within us all, right? And this is that balancing act. And this is seeing the shadow of both sides of those energies and seeing neither one is more important or less important or stronger or weaker, but understanding that there is a difference between these two energies, right? Understanding it on the basis outside of us and understanding it within us, right? Seeing the necessity in being in touch with our feminine side and also being in touch with our masculine side, right? We can't always go, right? And I feel like this call to rest is really coming because that's like a feminine energy. So with the full moon, this rest, just really find your comfort and your safety in your home, okay? And it's like a nest right here. Okay. And I just feel that so much. That is a huge message coming forward here. But we're really, with card 1 and 2, we're starting out this new year. We're closing out and we're opening up a new beginning. We're opening up a new level of our feminine energy and a new level of our masculine energy. We're moving to that next level, and it's a beginning in many senses. Okay. This is incredible. This is just an absolutely beautiful message, you guys. Wow. But yeah, that divine balance is the strongest thing coming through. Feeling balanced, finding the value in balance itself, understanding balance, right? And really understanding without judgment the shadow side of both of these energies. There's a shadow side to the mother, right? As much as the mother is, nurturing and loving, the mother and the feminine, the toxic feminine can be possessive and jealous and gossipy, right? And it's really observing that in ourselves and that in other people and not having judgment. It's the judgment that we have of ourselves and others that gives those traits power and makes them manifest more, right? We need to understand that those things are within us all, right? And whenever we cast judgment on somebody else, we get a nice big opportunity to see how we also possess that, right? And that's just how it works. And then with the father energy or the masculine energy, very hardworking, strong, present, reliable. But on the shadow side of that can be, very absent, very loud and proud. And just like the same thing, it's just like accepting both sides, accepting the shadow, accepting the light and the dark of that feminine, accepting the light and dark of that masculine energy. Okay? It's absolutely beautiful. Let's go a little bit deeper here. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Wow. Get one more shuffle. Just going to go ahead and say a quick prayer. Holy Spirit, Heavenly Father, thank you so much for using me as a channel for these divine messages. Please help me to articulate them through the channels of divinity, light, and love. Again, my immense gratitude for all of this, for everything and all that is. Amen. Okay. So we cut the deck and we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Oh my gosh. This is such an intense reading, you guys. So we have the Two of Cups, right? And look at this. I forget what this is called. I could do, I don't know. Somebody can put it in the comments below. I don't want to butcher it. But we can see this symbol right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And that represents the feminine and the masculine, and look how it's intertwining, almost like a DNA strand. And it's just absolutely beautiful. The Two of Cups is really merging the balance of life and ourselves, and it's the emotional side, right? It's that water element that we are pulling from Cancer as a water sign. And it's really feeling the emotional balance within us, right? Emotions can be a very tricky thing. If we don't understand them, if we don't make friends with them, if we don't just understand how we operate as a whole, they can overtake our lives, right? Especially if they're not in balance, right? And what's happening here we've been facing some big fears. We've been facing some big illusions over these past 6 months. And some things we've faced some challenges in the emotional body. We really have. But what this full moon in Cancer is bringing us is balance. You know, I can't think of anything better than that. For me, I've had a tough time with my emotions for the majority of my life. They were never in balance, I can tell you that much. And it's gotten me into trouble in many different areas of my life. To understand and really be able to reflect on the past 6 months of what emotions and what fears and what illusions about myself and the world and the blocks that I had, and thinking about how hard that was to navigate through it, only to see here that we're coming into divine union with ourselves and going to feel emotionally whole and going to feel like we're in control of our emotional body and actually know how to use our emotions, because emotions are manifestors to our advantage. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's an absolute gift. Okay? Wow. And we have the Three of Cups. Look at this. 1, 2, 2, 3. Everything is in divine order. Everything is divine order. And when you really know that in your heart and you understand that, there's a peace and a contentment that comes along with it. There's a peace, an acceptance of life, if you will. Three of Cups is all about celebrating, okay? I know we're foggy. I know we're tired. I know we've been doing a lot of work. The past 6 months have been a lot of shadow work in that emotional body, a lot of shadow work within our own masculine and feminine energies. And we're tired, but we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate our accomplishments. We're going to celebrate this balance, this beauty that is coming into us. Unbelievable. 2 and 3 of Cups. Okay. These are brand new cards to me. So, yeah. Wow. We have the 7 of Pentacles at the base of the spread. This is at the root, right? look at her. She literally is working. Okay. You can see her kind of working on something there, and she's tired. She has her head down. And many times throughout this process of working, doing this shadow work with balancing out our emotional body within the masculine and feminine, we felt exhausted. But the divine is saying it's now a time to celebrate ourselves and rest when we need to. So just right now, and every year, this time of year in between Christmas and New Year's is a time to rest. We just got done with Christmas. Everybody kind of feels like they're in limbo. Just, if you can clear your calendar right now, just live the good life. Eat the food that you want to eat to nurture your body. Do some healthy things for yourself. Light some candles. Take a bath with your crystals, with some Epsom salt. Do some meditation. Do beautiful things for yourself. Go into nature, right? If you're in a snowy place, enjoy the beautiful snow. Dress accordingly, but spend some time outside, especially on those sunny days. Let that sun beat down on your skin, okay? But she's tired here. We've been doing a lot of work. This process has required so much patience, and that is a skill that we have and a muscle that we have been building throughout this process as well. We've found patience with the process, patience with life itself, and patience with ourselves and others. If you keep hearing me sip, I'm drinking tea, by the way. Seven of Pentacles at the base there. I just love that. Wow. In the past, look at this. We have went within. The Hermit, he goes within. He goes on a spiritual journey to find the truth. That's what we've been doing. That is what we have been doing. We've ventured off. It's, a little bit isolated, this journey that the Hermit goes on, but that's because there need not be distractions from the outside world. He needs to be able to hear his own voice, his own thoughts, his own feelings, his own intuition. And that's what you guys have done. That's what we've done here, to find this balance, to see the truth about ourselves, to see what we've been fearing, to see what the illusions are. Wow. And it's all happening so fast. I have never seen this one. This looks like the 8 wands to me. 6, 7, 8, yeah. But there's like a guy, because I told you these are new cards to me, you guys. But there's a guy, and he has a bunch of swords, and there's like 3 people coming after him. So that's interesting. What I usually get off the 8 wands is just very fast moving, passionate energy. And I feel like that's what's being unlocked in us. And maybe this is like what we've felt, like blocks everywhere we go. And I feel like this guy's kind of up to no good and he's being stopped, right? That's just the vibe I'm getting off this card. Maybe we've had to, maybe there have been just a lot of roadblocks. Maybe you've just felt so many roadblocks. And I get that off the 7 of Pentacles too. Learning these lessons and integrating this type of shadow is very, very, very hard work, right? It's very emotionally straining. And we have to come up against these situations to really learn. Also, it's just accountability within ourselves and with others. And now we're at this point where we have done that work, and that's the story. I'm getting that off this book here. And now we're just moving passionately into this new version of ourselves, this elevated version, this more balanced version of ourselves. And we are more connected. We're being given these intuitive gifts. Like wherever you are, right? Your intuition right now is leading the way. You've learned how to trust it. There's so much emotion here. 2 cups, 3 cups, Page of Cups. Okay? And then the Mother, which is very Cancerian energy as it is. There's so much emotional activation here. right? And we're moving into this place where intuition is leading the way. We're also being gifted that next level of intuition, right? The veil is permanently lifted, right? We can see through, we can see clearly. We have learned so much about ourselves. We've learned so much about the process of how these things work. We're so empowered now, right? We trust ourselves now. We trust our emotions now, right? You know, we've went through these situations maybe where people have told us, oh, you're too emotional, or, oh, you know, blah, 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 blah. And by listening sometimes and not listening to others and going through trial and error, we've really learned to trust ourselves, right? To trust ourselves and to, I just love this. He's moving and skipping through life with, you know, this cup, and he's excited and just ready to lead with love. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. You guys are, okay. So you guys are just, it's always darkest before the dawn. If this stuff is all coming up to the surface, okay, okay. First of all, get some rest, right? Take care of your body first and foremost right now. Nurture yourself, okay? But if this is how you're viewing yourself, you like the 9 of Swords is a really intense energy, and I promise you guys are going to shift right out of this energy very, very soon. This reading might actually unlock that for you to see what's been going on. I have a feeling that, you know, she's tired, you're tired, and maybe if you haven't gotten the rest or taken the time to really integrate all of the lessons you learned while you were on this hermit journey, you're going to kind of feel like this. Oh my gosh, look at the angel there. So, you know, there's just so much healing coming in. You just have no idea. I wish I could just express it to you right now, because if this is how you feel in this moment, I'm sorry. I love you guys. It's just all coming up because it's all at the surface so it can be released. And this angel is here to come and take your pain, perform that healing on you, and give you that balance that you've worked so hard for. Wow. So you're feeling tired and distraught, maybe because you feel drained right now and you're a little bit overwhelmed on like, am I ever going to get my energy back? Absolutely. What you don't see going on behind the scenes is the Ace of Wands. That's that brand new, passionate beginning. Okay. And you're going to be moving into that energy. 8 Wands here. And with the Ace of Wands here, we're being gifted this passion. Once all of these emotional lessons are truly integrated, the healing has taken place, and, you know, all of that judgment and everything is released, and you move into this next level of intuition, all of that is going to propel you forward with this just passion, new passion for life, a new set of eyes to see through, okay? The 9 of Swords is an energy that is part of this process and usually comes up right before the healing's about to happen. This full moon is going to really take you out of this 9 of Swords energy, okay? Wow. And we have the King of Swords, right? Okay, so there are definitely some decisions that for you guys, especially collective, we have learned how to communicate. Not only have we integrated all these emotional lessons, but now we've learned how to communicate and we understand our emotions better. The King of Swords, you have what it takes to cut out, right? Always the King and the Queen of Swords, they're there to cut out what doesn't serve, and they might come off as cold or whatever, but that's, you know, sometimes we have to carry that out with certain situations and people in our life, right? We have to protect our emotions and protect our heart, right? And it's just really cutting out anything that doesn't serve. We're moving into this celebration. You have the knowledge now, and you have the intuitive, you know, trust that you need now to make the changes necessary, but you are a little apprehensive about it, right? You're a little apprehensive about letting go of these things that can't come with you, right? The King of Swords, is cutting out the things that don't work well in his empire, right? In your world that you are creating, your life that you are creating for yourself. This could be thought patterns, right? Behaviors that need to change, diet changes, people changes, habit changes, all of that. You know, anything that's just not serving you anymore. Without awareness of it, we can't make the changes. But that's why we have went through all of this, because we now have the awareness, and now it's time to draw that sword out and cut it out. Cut out what doesn't serve. Cut out what doesn't serve. And you're going to know what those things are. The fears that have really been illuminated to you, the blocks, the illusions, we're ready to let them go now. Here's that Hierophant card now. This is a big reading, you guys. This is just such an intense reading. So this is where the divine wants us to focus our attention. And I'm getting one very clear message off this. Is your spiritual practice the most important? Is expanding your consciousness and being the best human that you can be the most important value you hold in your life? Because that question and the answer to that question is going to determine the results you get. It's going to determine how disciplined you are when cutting and keeping these things out of your life, right? It's committing to a meditation practice. It's committing to, you know, if you're here and you're still watching this reading, you are a keeper of the keys. You have a very spiritual purpose on this planet. I'm actually even getting, you know, starseed, like heavy light worker vibes, and you guys may identify it as that. It's committing to your duty, right? And trusting that you're going to find your best happiness. Everybody around you and everybody that you care about, or have ever cared about, is also going to benefit from you committing to this first and foremost. The high priest, or the Hierophant energy, is representative of the fixed sign Taurus, fixed earth. The strongest commitment, right? That is like grounded energy with fixed energy. You can't move that energy, all right? You can't move the Hierophant. You can't move the Taurus. You can't move fixed earth. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, okay? That's what type of commitment you are being asked to make to yourself right now. And this is something to really reflect on as you move through the full moon. Are you truly, can you honestly say in every way, shape, or form that this is what comes first or foremost? Or is it the temptations? Is it other sorts of low vibrational desires? Is it fitting in? Is it being accepted by your peers? Is it prioritizing meditation? This is where the divine wants us to focus our attention to. It's like almost like a recommitment ceremony that's being done. We're being gifted this balance. We're going to be celebrating ourselves. We're going to be more in touch with our intuition than we've ever been. And it's making this commitment and understanding that this is the path of least resistance, and where you're going to find the most connection to life, the most balance with life. It's absolutely beautiful, you guys. So that's our collective message. I'm going to move into the elements right now. Those will be in the timestamps below. Wow, I'm just still kind of in that energy from the messages we got there. Make that commitment to yourself, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Earth. So if you are not a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, the timestamps for the other elements will be in the description box below. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Hello, Earth signs. Hello, my fellow Tauruses. Hello, Capricorn and Virgo. I hope you guys are well. We're going to get just a couple small messages in. Small messages. They're going to be big messages, but there's not going to be like a huge whole spread. We're going to see what additional messages, a little bit, we're going to get a little bit more personal, right? Special messages that we have for you in this full moon in Cancer. All right, Earth signs. We're going to cut the deck. Where are we going to cut it? Right there. That's where we're going to cut it. Okay. Wow. Truth is unfolding. Look at this. Look at the full moon in the background. There have been it's really, wow. You guys have climbed mountains. You guys have been peeling back the layers of the rose. Look at, it's a 10. It is the complete, I'm throwing cards now because I am just so flabbergasted by these messages coming through. There's a crown on her. Okay, there's just so many messages jumping here. 37 breaks down to a 10. A 10 is the end. It is completion. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to clap for ourselves, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're going to pat ourselves on the back for literally moving mountains within our soul, within ourselves. You've done it. Truth is unfolding now. And it's really piggybacking off that collective message, right? Where we're seeing the truth. We've went through all these things. We've climbed the mountains. It's felt very cold and snowy at times, but we are now, there's this very childlike innocence. We've been returned back to our inner child. We're connected with that youthful side of us and just that playful and joyful side of us because we've really taken off the burdens of the things that no longer serve. We're moving to that next level of enlightenment. We're seeing truths all around us, truths about ourselves, truths about the world, truths about the things that we've been telling ourselves, the stories that we have been telling ourselves to keep ourselves small. That's all coming up and it's going away, baby. You're being healed, baby. Good job, you guys. Good job. We're just going to get a couple supporting energies here. I just saw that Queen of Pentacles. We're just stable. And I just saw that Wheel of Fortune. It is a new cycle that is so much more beautiful, right? Maybe there's not these huge, for some of you there is. There's going to be some huge circumstances that are changing. But the real gift here is that even if some of these exterior circumstances haven't changed, the way you have learned to react to them has. The way you have learned to react to them has, or the lack of reaction to them. Okay? You've done it. You've done it. You've done so much work here. Wow. Stability and that Wheel of Fortune again. I mean, come on. I'm like literally, my whole body is in like chills right now, you guys. Earth signs have been taking it for a long time. Oh my gosh, here I go. Earth force is rising. We've been like moving into this age of Aquarius, and this big change has just required that earth element to be strong. And we have been doing so much work. So now to be moving into this new, just fortunate place, right, where we're attracting so much better circumstances, so much better energy. We're just in a different vibrational place. And to have this stability in our lives, Four of Wands, stability is just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to cut the deck and then pull 3. That's what I'm going to do. What are the supporting energies here? Wow, there's that 7 of Pentacles, which came out in the collective reading. Look. We've been very patient with the process, and I think the divine is just coming again and just wants to say thank you. Patience is, I feel like, one of the hardest things for so many of us humans because, you know, that instant gratification, especially like the society we live in now, so much instant gratification. But yeah, we've really learned so much patience, and the divine is also coming in and saying, thank you, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, for your patience. You've really learned it. You really understand it. And look at you sitting there all beautiful now with your pentacles, right? We're not quite at the 10 of Pentacles yet, but that's what's coming in. There's abundance. She has a bowl of fruit. She's in a meditative state sitting under the tree. And that's what we're doing right now. That's where this truth is going to unfold. That's where this enlightenment is going to come in. And that's how we're going to close out the last part of this cycle, that 10, is by really focusing on the abundance we've built up for ourselves. Look at that all around her, and being in this beautiful meditative state while enjoying the abundance that we've created for ourselves. And that abundance is going to be different for each and every one of you, right? It could be an abundance of love in your heart, an abundance of gratitude. Maybe, you know, you've been cooking nice meals for yourself. I don't know. Y'all know what abundance means, okay? Oh my gosh, look at all these pentacles. I can't. So we have the 9. Oh my gosh. Now look at her. We have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is just such an amazing energy. This is security within self. Yeah, she may be all alone, but she is connected to herself. She is connected to the animal world. You might even just have an animal that you are really connected with, right? A pet of yours or something like that. That's just been such a big part of your journey. But really, this is just having the ability to think for yourself, having the ability to stay grounded, having the ability to not be swept off your feet when, you know, situations around you change or you get triggered, right? It's like not even being triggered by the things that once used to trigger you. It's you've worked through them. You've done the work. Pentacles and Pentacles. There's that inner child. Wow. So yes, look, the inner child and the version of you that is present now. Look at this spark of connection, right? Look at that spark of connection. You have really looked at the past. You've made peace with the past, which has, you know, just allowed you to connect with that inner child. And it's absolutely beautiful. All I can say, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is rest right now. Do some meditation. Focus on all the work you've done, because holy cannoli, you have done so much of it. You have done so much of it. And for you guys, the guidance is just to really have fun, play, and enjoy your abundance while resting and meditating as we move through this full moon and the rest of the year. I love you guys so much. Namaste and God bless. All right, so we're going to move into the air signs now. What's up, guys? How are you? This is going to be for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Those are the air signs. I hope you guys are well. Let's see what messages. We're just going to get a couple more bonus messages or a little bit more personalized messages for you guys for this full moon. Whatever comes through, any guidance. We'll cut the deck here. And what do we have? We have detach and seek refuge, okay? So 9, 10, 11. Wait, 9 plus 3. It's 12. So a 12 breaks down to a 3. So you guys are really finding that balance between your mind, your body, and your spirit. You guys are seeing the webs, the thought patterns that you have been, you know, involved in, the cycles that you've been, involved in over and over and over again, and finding yourself caught in the web only to escape the web. But your guidance for this full moon and the rest of the year is to stay away from anything. You might have some people around you or some situations around you that are drama, okay? And you need to use your discernment right now, because right now is this full moon. I hope you watch that collective message to see what the overall energy is and where to really focus it. But yeah, being disconnected from this. Do not let anybody pull you in their drama. You're supposed to detach and seek refuge right now. It's so imperative to just spend some time alone while you're clearing out the rest of this energy, okay? And I feel like she has this kind of like look on her face, right? There's not that much of an expression. And I feel like she's looking at the old situations and circumstances and things that she has dealt with in the past. And, you know, she's moving into this place of peace with it. And that's why you need this time right now, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, to reflect on it, okay? To really work through, to let this, energy go and find that balance between your mind, your body, and your soul, okay? We're going to get a couple supporting energies for you guys with some guidance and things like that. There's that Wheel of Fortune and that Six of Cups. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn got those as well. We were seeing a lot of that going on. Okay, one more shuffle and then I'm going to cut the deck and we're going to pull out 3. What messages do we have? You guys are going to find stability like you've never had before. We have the 4 of Wands. Just a new passion for life, new foundation. You guys might, look at, there's, a man and woman. You might, be moving into a new relationship in this new year. Maybe things are going to the next level. I don't know. But even more so, you're finding that stability within yourself. What this is bringing in for you and what you're going to find after you detach and seek refuge is you're going to find your own stability. There's probably been so many things that have been torn away, ideas and, tower moments that you've had over the course of 2020, or at least in the past 6 months, that didn't have a strong foundation, didn't have stability, right? And those have been torn away and you've been building for yourself. And right now, you guys really feel strong and empowered and stable, okay? Wow, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so, you guys are at the beginning phases of building something new for yourself, right? You guys might even have some collaborative opportunities coming in for you as you move into this new year. Creating foundation with others, right? We're letting go. We're detaching from old situations. And I really feel like for you guys, this is really enabling, different types of partnerships to come in. You're going to be attracting different types of people into your life, different people that are a vibrational match to you now after you've done all of this work. And as we're moving out of that old energy, I feel like you're going to, maybe, I don't like to use the word tested, but I feel like some of these old situations are going to try and lure you back in, because that always, it seems to happen a lot right as we're about to move into the new energy, okay? But you need to remember that you have been making space for this new energy to come in, and there's a reason for that, and really understand and reflect on those reasons that you made those decisions to detach in the first place, okay? Yeah, and we have the 2 of Wands. There it is. Those confusing energies. Within the collective reading, we had the Hierophant as the final card in the reading of where the divine wants us to put our attention on. The divine asked us all to make a commitment to our spiritual path and our spiritual journey first and foremost, knowing that everything else will fall into place. You, my friend, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, are being asked again. It's coming in again. I always get that message off the 2 of Wands. Going towards the future or moving towards the past, okay? It's not always easy to let go of, past situations that once brought us joy, but you have to understand that you felt like you were in a web, like you couldn't get out and things were sticky and you were, almost being held captive, right? In a lot of these situations, you didn't feel true freedom. When you're caught in a web, you don't feel freedom. You just never know when the spider's going to come and eat you, okay? So we don't want to deal with, that type of energy anymore. There's a reason that you let go of it. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize and moving forward and trusting that you're going to be able to build a new foundation filled with stability, and you're going to have so many more collaborative opportunities in front of you. You have so many more, like whatever has been taken away is going to be replaced with that. Oh my gosh, so much better than, what you were trying to settle for in the first place. Okay, you guys, know that. You guys got a lot of amazing energy coming in. I love you guys. Namaste and God bless. All right, we are going to move into the water signs. So this is going to be Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Happy full moon. Pisces and Scorpio. What's going on, guys? Let me get this out. Oh, I should have been clearing the energy. Yeah, I'm going to do that for you guys. I forgot to clear it in between earth and air. Everything went well. I'm talking really fast tonight, you guys. Try to slow it down. Usually when I pick up this wand, I have that opportunity to do so. So before I move into Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. I'm going to take a deep breath. and then we'll see what additional messages the divine has for you guys. Okay. That's good tea. Okay. So what additional messages do we have for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio? We'll get one more shuffle on that. And we'll go ahead and cut the deck. This card has been coming out so much. I've been seeing it so much. You guys are moving into this powerhouse energy. That is the first message coming through, because 26 breaks down to an 8, which is all about that. You're feeling how infinite you are, how life is, how this experience is, how just expansive all of this can be. You guys over the past 6 months have, like the other signs as well, you guys are being crowned, okay? You guys are being crowned. You guys are becoming your own authority. You guys have let go of anything that was influencing you. What's been coming up over the past 6 months for you guys is how other people or situations or belief systems have been influencing the results that you get out of life. Well, ultimately the choices that you make, which influence the results that you get out of life, right? Letting go of what other people's opinions are, letting go of the status quo, letting go of who you think you are supposed to be, right? And really, you guys have been finding out, you guys have been torn, all of those layers, right, have been torn away, right? Anything that was holding you back from being empowered in your own authority has all been brought to the surface. And now during this full moon, this last full moon of the year, you guys are letting it go, which is going to empower you so much, right? Unbelievable. You guys, power. You guys are going to feel powerful. You guys are powerful. You are going to make powerful and bold moves, and you are empowered. How many times did I say power? Anybody counting? Wow, I just saw the High Priestess, which is you guys. I mean, you're in your own element. You guys are moving. I just feel, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, that you guys feel more like yourself than you have ever have in your entire life. Okay? Ever. Wow. And then now, okay, so we had the High Priestess come in, which can be, Cancer and Pisces. And then we have the Death card, which is Scorpio. The whole party's here right now. Everybody's here. Okay? Unbelievable. Everybody, you guys are just, like I said, feeling more like yourself than you ever have before, which is going to enable you to just create the life that you want. You've done so much work. You've mastered the elements, right? And that cycle. And now you're ready to put all of that talent, that work into action. Let's see what other energies we have coming in. Yeah, it hasn't been easy. The road has not been easy, okay? It's created a lot of these 9 of Swords. This is that can't eat, can't sleep, very unrestful, thoughts going wild, right? She's laying there, but she's not really getting sleep. She's trying to sleep, but a lot of restless nights. Over the past 6 months, there's been a lot of restless nights. The thoughts have come in. It's felt like your world has been splitting in two, right? To break away any of the things that were taking away the power from you. We can't see what they are unless we're made uncomfortable, right? To enable us to make that change and let them go. And that's what we've been going through. Wow. And you've seen, wow, there really has been some people in your life, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, that have betrayed you. There's a lot of betrayal here. You guys have learned a lot of lessons through betrayal, through fighting, through seeing your own ego, right? This is all swords. You guys have really been doing work on your divine masculine side, right? That toxic masculine. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, for sure. just seeing like how that logical mind, when it's not balanced with the emotional, with the feminine side, how it can get us into trouble and how it can just hold us back from our power. But yes, there's also been some people around you that have been, you know, you've been allowing to make you feel small. And, you know, there's been some betrayal here. Like, look, he's like walking away with 3 swords and there's 2 swords in her back and he's looking over his shoulder. And there might have been situations like that that have manifested over the past 6 months that have made you feel like that. Oh my gosh, this is for you guys. It's crazy. I mean, we have the King of Swords now. So all of these situations, right, have like for you guys, it's like funny, you know, because the Cancer is like the mother of the zodiac, but here I'm feeling like this divine masculine. Like over the past 6 months, you guys have really, okay, that's what's happened. You guys have been getting in touch, right? You guys have been getting in touch with that feminine side of yourself. And because you've been getting in touch with the feminine side of yourself, it's made you vulnerable, which is why these situations have happened. But they've all happened for a reason and it's so good. But then now, look at you. You're the King of Swords. Right? You're ready to do whatever you need to do. You're empowered. You're ready to cut out the things that no longer serve you. Like, you know, you have a balance, but you're a fair ruler. You just have it. You got it going on, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So congratulations to you guys. You guys have really gotten in touch with your feminine side, really taken a look at that ego, seen examples of that ego within yourself, probably from other people mirroring it to you as well, right? And now, look at you, King of Swords, the crown here, and we have a king here. You are a king. You are a true king, whether you're male or female, I don't care, you know? You've really learned how to bring into that emotional balance, into that toxic masculine side, right? We all have toxic feminine, toxic masculine within us, but you guys have been, that's what you guys have been focusing on. That's what all this work has been for. And now you are at the end of that. And congratulations, you guys. Really reflect on that. You know, don't get too caught up and, you know, there could be some thought patterns that come up, you know, but it's all coming up to be released, and just realize that. And realize that, you know, the crowning is going to end after you know, work through these last final bit of emotions of this last 6-month cycle that you have been in. Okay, you guys, absolutely beautiful messages. And now we are going to finally move to the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What's going on, you guys? Hello. I hope you guys are well. We're going to clear out the energy from those beautiful water signs, get into the fire element here, and see what more personal messages the divine has for you. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to get a couple shuffles here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sometimes it's been feeling for the past 6 months for you guys, it's been like, I just felt that right there, that you've been putting a square peg in a round hole, right? Like you guys have really tried to make old things work, old ideas work. Like you've always been a square, not calling you guys a square, but you've always done things one way. But the way forward, right, it was a round entrance, and you're a square and you're walking above. You really had to change. You guys had to become malleable and teachable and really go through some things. And now we're here, but it's been a journey, right? You guys sometimes have been feeling like you've been beating your head up against the wall these past 6 months. Oh, wow. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's see what the messages are for this full moon. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wow. It is now time to watch for signs, okay? Prophecies of the ancestors. And then we have 11, which is a master number. Okay. So right now it's going to be a really, really mystical time for you guys. It's going to be a really, really, really magical sign. And you're going to see different things. You guys are going to see different signs on how to move forward and which direction to go in. You're also going to see the behind the scenes work that your ancestors and the divine have been doing for you over the past 6 months as you reflect on this energy. Wow. Okay. And really keep your eyes open. I just feel like the veil is thin, but for you guys, especially on this full moon. And you guys are going to really have that connection to, you know, the spirit world more than you ever have. You're going to feel more connected, more in that flow state, right? Okay, let's see what the final messages are for you guys. I'm going to get one more shuffle. That was weird. Okay. What do we have going on here? Wow. So we have the 9 of Wands coming in here, and I'm really feeling like this is how you guys have been moving through this, right? You guys have been on guard, right? You guys have been going through so much, right? So much passion, so many lessons that you have learned, right? The 9 of Wands, she's kind of staking out, taking a rest, you know, reevaluating everything. She's a little bit on guard because she has been through a lot. She's won a lot of battles. She's overcome and faced herself, right? You guys have done that. You guys have done so much facing yourself over the past 6 months. Okay. So much facing yourself, but you guys are a little bit on guard right now because you need to rest, right? You've been doing that work, and I felt that off this 9 of Wands. And now you guys, like 4 of Swords, you guys are getting a bigger message, fire signs, than anybody. It's time to rest. It's time to rest. It's time to rest. You guys have gone through so much over this past 6 months. Seriously, like I was opening it up. It's been like beating your head up against the wall, learning these lessons, right? But now you guys are really like, you guys are integrating these lessons and seeing all the behind the scenes work. Like I said, you guys are going to, like, everything that you've been through, right now, maybe it doesn't make sense, right? Not all of it. Maybe some of it does, maybe it doesn't, but like all of the dots are going to connect for you after and through this full moon. And the way those dots are going to connect for you and the way you're going to receive those intuitive messages is by taking this time out to rest and meditate. Meditate, 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 meditate with the 4 of Swords, always. Okay, you've been through so much. It comes right after that 3 of Swords, which is a very, very, very heavy energy of a lot of heartbreak. Yep. Because which direction do you want to move in? Are you committed to this path? Are you committed to yourself? This is the 2 of Wands, right? And if you guys watch that collective message, we finished out the reading with the Hierophant, and that Hierophant, a very specific message came through. Are you committed to this spiritual path? Is this the most important thing in your life? Are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to making the world a better place? Do you know that everything else is going to be better than you ever imagined it to be if you go down and do this journey? Don't give up. Don't give up, you guys. Don't give up. I know you guys have been through a lot. Once you take the time, it's hard to get these fire signs. I'm a Leo rising. I have fire heavy in my chart. Hold on, please. But I'm also a Taurus sun, so I know how to rest. But for you guys are fire. I mean, think about it. Fire wants to go, 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 go. Fire's passionate, right? You're going to feel so much better. Okay. And you're going to feel empowered to make this decision to move forward and stop like looking back in the past. The past doesn't work. The things that used to work in the past don't work anymore. You guys are a square moving into that round door. Okay. And you guys have done so much work. And now understanding that all of these lessons for a reason, letting go of the resentment, realizing that the old ways don't work anymore. There's nothing left for you in the past, and the only way is to move forward. And all of this, you guys, seriously huge message is going, you know, it's good. All of it's going to come through meditation. Okay. So please, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, I love you guys so much. You guys are going to get all those dots connecting for you, everything, all the trauma, all of it's going to make sense once you take that time out for yourself. Okay. So those are your messages, and I love you guys. Namaste and God bless.